We're sitting 4th in points with 4 races to go. I never expected to be sitting there because we're in fast company, man. And here it's our first season ever driving one of these things. And for an older guy like me, you know, I'm thrilled. Now the key is, let's stay in 4th place. TA class hasn't raced since mid-July at Brainerd, Minnesota. So it's been 2 months, you know, since this class has even run. We got the TA2 car here. We're not racing it this weekend, but it gives us a chance to go out and do driver practice, learn the track some more. We were here testing a couple weeks ago, but it rained the whole time. So now we get a chance to go out on a dry circuit, really kind of push the limits of the TA2 car while we're not using up our race car, the TA car. So that's what we're doing this morning. We have 2 races in 1 weekend here at Watkins Glen. In 2 weeks, we go to Virginia International Raceway. We race there. Maybe the TA2 car too. It's on the same day, but there's a 3-hour gap, so maybe I'll be able to pull that off. And then a month later, we go to COTA and finish out our season. Watkins Glen is one of those bucket list tracks. One that I watched when Trans Am was here in the early 70s, late 60s with Mark Donahue, Parnelli Jones, and so forth. So, you know, it's like, wow, as a kid, I always dreamed about racing here.
Does that help at all? Does that help?
I like this car better. We were able to get out and get some decent laps in the car, and it had a pretty bad push in it, understeer. So we came in, made an adjustment, went back out, and the car was much better. So yeah, I like how we're running out there. We're getting there. I've caught Amy and blew by her like she's tied to a post. I mean, I got to toe off her like, dang. This place isn't hard to adapt to. It just, you know, if you like fast corners and aren't intimidated by that, you'll go fast here.
How's she feel? How's she feel? It pushes, so let's get that out. Yeah, you know, if I stay tight on that carousel after the bus stop, it's not as bad, but if I drift or anything out, it's a big whopping push. So, you know, I don't know if we're going to be changing tire or not. We were at a 50.98, so we can do better though.
Well, I mean, we went 2.9 seconds faster on the same set of tires. That kind of would have put us right around 5th or 6th. Now we're 7th, so I'm happy with that. There's some really fast guys here, and the guys in front of us, most of them put sticker tires on. We still went out with the same set of tires we raced on at Brainerd. You know, I got to go down and hook curbs and stuff to get it to turn and stuff, and that works if you got one to go use. We're gonna try and free up the rear end a little bit, see if we can't get it to rotate around these corners a little bit better. If we do that, then we should have a really good car for qualifying. So we're still tinkering on it. Man, this car is fun to drive.
Red, release the first one, ready, release the sucker just ate me up in that carousel, and I thought I was getting through there pretty good. Took the rubbers out and then full soft on this side of the bar. Okay. Well, we got rid of that push, Ken. First thing I noticed was, holy this thing turns in good now. You know, one a little chunk at a time. This is probably going to do it. You know, this will be perfect. I think the car's good. Let's park it. It's your call, buddy. It's your call.
It's the best car I've had. Yeah. We made some pretty big swings at the adjustment from yesterday, and you know, the car was just a little too loose. So I came in and we made some adjustments, and you know, it improved the car to just the way I want it for qualifying. So no sense in going out and thrashing the car on 200 plus mile tires. You know, they're old, they're done. So let's park the car, put on some slicks, and let's go qualify it at the end of the day.
1 minute grid, your minute. Grid copy is 1 minute, my minute. Okay, Ken, just hit your marks, buddy. You got this. See you in 6 laps. Flag is out on TA qualifying. Checker flag is out. Check us out. Check us out. P10. Right behind Amy's and Simon's and Fix. Good job. Good job. How was the car? Push terrible at the beginning.
It was pushing at the beginning.
Yeah, the first 3 laps were terrible.
It's getting the tires hot or what?
Then it came to me, I started driving, you know, I started hooking rails and stuff, doing what I had to do. And that's when I posted up that 49. A couple of them.
Broke something out there.
I mean, how disappointing. I mean, we went faster, but not fast enough. So qualifying's over and I'm pissed off because, you know, it did not go well. Put it back to where we had it when I said it was loose. On that last practice session we went out and we came in and made the changes, and I liked it after the changes because, I mean, obviously we went quite a bit quicker, 9/10 quicker than we did yesterday, but we should have been way faster. But 9/10 isn't going to cut it. We needed to go 2 seconds or something like that. So we see where the deficiency is, where we're losing the time, and it's all in the low speed corners. So we got to figure that out. I can go grab this handrail right here and I can hustle this thing around this corner. Here's not too bad either, but I get here and I cannot get that car to turn because there's nothing to grab a hold of here. Yeah, you know, I'm disappointed and mad, and so that's the biggest motivator I've ever had. Was when you're ticked off, you know, that just motivates the heck out of me. I don't give up. Anybody who knows me, I do not give up, and I'm just going to race this car's butt off tomorrow. It's always cliche to hear it's a team effort, but you know what? This is truly a team. You know, it's a team effort, and I want to bring it home for those guys. You know, they want it just as bad as I do, and I just thank them for so much for giving me the tool that I need to do what we do.
Remember, use all the track today. Use all that track.
The starts are hectic here. It funnels down into a second gear corner, you know, after this straightaway. Normally we're doing 160, and it funnels down into a very slow right-hand corner. Great track, by the way. It's a wonderful race that we had. You know, unfortunately it was marred by a lot of wrecks, and that's what happens when you have all these classes competing in one race. TA2 was all bundled up together with us. GT cars were behind them, and you know, TA2 cars and drivers are very aggressive, and so we had a lot of wrecks out there. Always been able, when I'm in a race car, to kind of concentrate well and hit my marks and also play out the race in my head on what's happening out there, and really what to do when the car isn't working for me, what to do to make it work for me. You know, what line do I take to compensate for a bad push, for example, and that's what was happening at the beginning. These cars have a lot of fuel load in the very back of the car, and so they push like a tractor, you know, at the beginning of the race. So you've got to compensate your driving style in order to get that car around the track for at least the first 5 or 6 laps until that fuel load burns off. And once that thing started burning off, man, that car started coming to me, and we were running pretty quick. Amy and I had a great race. She finished ahead of me, and I mean, that's all I had. You know, I started to get to her towards the end of the race with 6 laps to go, and I thought, man, I don't know what's going to happen here. I might get to her, but I don't know if we'll get by her. But unfortunately, a caution came out, and there was only 2 laps to go, and you know, for some reason, some lap traffic got in front of me and between me and Amy, and with 2 laps to go, there just wasn't enough time to catch her and get by her. No, I didn't go to the bar. It was just getting to that point. I'm going, do I go halfway? I go, nah, I kind of like being able to drift it on the exit. It's just stepping out a little bit.
She was like, boy, he was coming, and it's all I had.
I know.
She's like, I'm like, yeah, I got to get the car to come in a little quicker. She's like, no, you don't. And I just went and looked at the bar, and I'm like, God, he didn't go to the bar. I got to speed up a little more.
I don't know what would have happened. She's a really experienced driver and then drives a really wide car when she needs to. I don't know if we would have got by her, but you know, we were there, and so you know, it'll be interesting. I can't wait for tomorrow, and let's see what happens then.
I'll see you at the podium at 100 miles, buddy. Teams, this is a 2-pace lap. You'll see the green second time by. We're using the shortcut pace lap only. Short track for pace lap only. Green. turning 51. Amy's turning 51. She's coming back to you. Go get her. How's the car feel? How's the car feel? Handling pretty good. The brake pedal's super soft. I've had to back everything up, but I'm still running 51.3s. It's quicker than her. He just can't get by her. She's tough to get by. So just follow Boris on the start. You might get by. Go get her. Go get her.
We're having a mid-pack race, and right now Amy Ruman and I are neck and neck for fourth in the points. I'm 1 point ahead of her right now since she finished ahead of me yesterday.
And light them rear tires up a little bit. Keep them warm. Keep them rear tires warm so you don't get no wheel spin on the start. What happened on that restart? I thought somebody hit me from behind. It spun right around out of nowhere. Your flag, P5, P5.
Damn, I wanted to fight there in the end. Well, it was a long race. It was great. We finished fifth. I would have liked to have been able to challenge Amy there in the end for fourth. We were in touch, you know. We were close. We were very, very close, lap time wise and pace wise. We just. I don't know this car is not good on restarts. It takes too long for the pressures to come up for the handling to start working. And so she gets away from me. The pack kind of gets away, then pressures come up and then the car comes to you and you catch back up. But by the time you catch up, somebody else wrecks and there's another yellow flag and it starts all over again. It's just a crazy cycle. So we're gonna have to figure something out.